Trước khi mình nói chuyển qua tiếng Anh thì chắc là mình nói tiếng Việt trước để gửi lời cảm ơn tới tất cả các bạn. Thời tiết hôm nay không phải là quá thuận lợi, nhưng mà không ngờ các bạn vẫn có mặt ở đây rất là đầy đủ như vậy. Và cũng một lời gửi cảm ơn tới là ban tổ chức của TED Talk, tại vì Huy tới trễ thì không có nghe được cái phần chia sẻ của các diễn giả trước đó, nhưng mà phần trình diễn của bạn nữ nói về cái vượt qua những cái khó khăn của bạn, cũng như của đương kim Hoa hậu Hoàng Vũ Việt Nam, thì thật sự thấy rằng là quá xứng đáng cho công sức ngày hôm nay mình có mặt ở đây, đúng không mọi người? Okay. Thành ra hôm nay là Huy mong rằng sẽ có thể chia sẻ thêm cho các bạn về cái hành trình của Huy. Thì mời các bạn lắng nghe thử cái bài Huy của bài nói của Huy ngày hôm nay nha. Trời, sao kỳ vậy? Thôi đưa để cái máy tính đây viết writing cho rồi cho nó lẹ đi. Okay. So today I want to share my personal story. It would not be original or special in any mean. It's just by sharing, I believe that people can listen and understand and maybe see some parts of you guys inside my story. So I was born in a very small town in Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province. I was not special or exceptional in any way when I was younger. The only thing that I was a little bit special is that people didn't like my personality so much. I was a little bit dramatic, and sometimes I reacted strongly, and I expressed my emotions in a very dramatized way that's maybe bothering to people around me. So when I grew up, I didn't have a lot of good experiences with relatives, people in my school, and even my teachers. So when I was growing a little bit older, when I was in secondary school, I discovered online game. It became everything for me. I can wear an avatar. I can become the person that I want. I can go to campaigns. I play night and day. So basically, even like I spend around 5 to 8 hours every single day just to play online game. I got a really good ranking, and my academic performance inadvertently declined significantly. My parents basically, they complained all the time. They threatened me with, we're going to get a divorce because how stupid you are getting at school. And I recovered a bit when I got in 9th grade. However, at the end of the semester, my mother really wanted me to take a competition, basically an entrance test to one of the most prestigious high school for the gifted in Vietnam. So my mother paid a lot of money. She rented out good tutors, lecturers to come to my house in order to teach me about physics and also in computer science. However, it was a very unfortunate ending. My mother took me to Ho Chi Minh City. We rented a small house that is very close to the school. And then I went to take the test. I was tested in 2 different majors, in physics and also in computer science. The results came out. I got 1.0 in physics and 0.5 for the computer science one. So at that time, basically, I don't think that my mother really reacted badly to that when I told her the result, and her tears just poured down. Yeah, I saw no reaction. She didn't even say anything. And at that time, I basically was awakened. I told myself I can be a mess. I can be such a troublemaker. However, to the point that I make my mother feel bad for her behavior, for all of her decisions, I don't think that I can overcome the challenge at that time. So I told to myself, it is so enough. I spend around 10 hours every single day just to revisit all the knowledge point, because I still had an upcoming test in my domestic high school for the gifted. I told myself, this is my last chance. I have to fight for it. I have to do everything possible in my power in order to change the trajectory of my future. So I devoted 10 hours, 15 hours every single day in the next 20 days. And so when I took the test to get in the physics class of Lê Quý Đôn High School for the Gifted in Vũng Tàu province, yeah, I passed. And when my father saw the result, he didn't even believe in it. He had to get out, got himself a ruler, and then he put on the board to see whether or not he mistakenly identified my name. Yeah, but I passed. Fortunately for my father, when he called me and I heard him crying, like so close to the verge of tears. He basically couldn't believe in this reality. So this point of time changed myself forever. I conquered different tests. I won this competition. I studied more and more because I understand the key. You have to learn more. You can be like less intelligent or gifted than someone, but you can make sure that they are not as hardworking as you. Not everyone can go on and learn for 12 to 14 hours every single day. So make sure that every day I hit 12 hours of self-learning. And I do it every single day. Eventually, I won the second prize in the National Excellence Student in Physics. I was called to Hanoi capital in order to enroll in the selection campaign for the International Olympiad student in physics. Everything became such a beautiful dream for me. And then I was basically allowed to choose the university that I want to learn, and eventually I chose the University of Technology in Ho Chi Minh City. Even though I didn't even like all of the majors. I didn't like engineering, I didn't know the point, and then I have to relearn all the knowledge. It was kind of like boring to me to an extent, and then I even chose to be enrolled in a French specialized program. Yes, because when I asked the counselor, the school, I asked which option would be the best at this school. Yes, because when you get something for free, you have to choose the most expensive one. And then, yeah, I said, okay, this one sounds nice, French. Oh my God, sign me in. Yes, bonjour. Okay, and then basically, yeah, but learning was not very difficult for me. I know the drill. I didn't perform really well just because my grandmother was very sick at the time. And then all of the family members, they have to deal with different health issues. At one point, I was so depressed. I was so close to clinical depression because I couldn't even sleep. I spent all my time just eating and drinking and then talking with friends, going out. I tried to conceal the fear and the pain, but it just leaks through. Everything is very see-through for the person in front of my eye. I worry constantly. I worry about the health of my mother, worry about myself, worry about my choice, and I even talk to myself why I have to go forward, because eventually everything will end. You will not possess anything to the afterlife. Does life really matter that much? I told myself that. However, at one point, in 2017, I encountered a very severe personal loss at the time. So basically, the one that I liked, that one liked another person. Yeah, it was just that simple. I didn't get the thing that I want. And for just a couple of minutes of thinking, I told myself, okay, I need to do something different. So I decided to open my English center. It was such a hot mess at the time. Yes, it was such a hot mess because I didn't have enough money. So basically, when you walk inside my center at that time, it looked like a multi-level scamming regime. Inside, yes. No one wants to give money for such an institution. However, I received the endorsement of my old teachers. They told all of the parents, oh, you don't have to worry, he is a very good student, so just follow through. And then I got my student in. I fought every single day and night. In the past, I learned for about 12 to 14 hours per day. Now I work the same hours every single day. Even Sunday, even Saturday, I don't care about the time. I worked and just care about working. And I remember one point in 2019, my center was so packed. The number of cars and vehicles on the road was insane. That the police called me several times to the center. But however, I was very happy because people come and then the vehicles look very nice on the pavement. It's like a good advertisement to an extent. Yeah, however, COVID-19 hit. It's actually very difficult at the time, and then when I came back, I still went through with all the things. But what is the most important point? When you lost everything in your life and you realize you are still living, you can still have the power to decide your behaviors, your emotions. You can still go out and eat a bowl of noodle. You can still smile with your friends, talk with all of the family members. Why you have to care? Because when you hit rock bottom, you don't even have anything to laugh. You don't even have any tears drop in your eye to cry out. You just have yourself, and then you still feel it's okay. So because I already hit the lowest point in my life, I understood the feeling. And now, even when I think about one of the bleak scenarios in the future, I still don't care, because I understand I have the power to make the change today. I have the power to take control of my behavior, and I have the ability to treat people around me with a good attitude. So sometimes everything is a mess. I had a fight with my mother. I had a fight with my colleagues. However, I still go online to do my live stream, because everything is just dependent on you. Your behaviors are not dependent on others. Your emotion is your own choice, and you have the power to be happy and cherish every single moment in your life. And that is the only thing that I want to talk to all of the kind persons who spend a lot of time, effort, and money to get here today. I just want you to believe in yourself. Your journey may be very different to mine. Your pathway and all of the emotions that you have to undergo will be drastically different from mine. However, we share a commonality. We are humans, we are vulnerable, but we are so brave and we are very resilient. Trust yourself, chase your dream, and do everything that you want, because this is your life. Thank you for listening.